camera questions, HQDs. You've tapped the best trivia icon on the market. I'm Sarah Pribis, although I could also be cake. Who's to say? Just don't try to slice me. However, I'm tearing your ticket to HQ Movie Night, and since you're playing from home, I'm okay with you sneaking in some of that drugstore candy. Yeah, we're nice here. Who's ready to test their silver screen savvy and maybe earn a little overnight box office? As usual, we're going to be projecting 12 movie-related questions onto your screen, and anyone answering the whole batch will walk the red carpet to fortune and fame, sharing in the $5,000 prize. $5,000. And even though we know there ain't no party like an HQ party, we've got an extra special topic for tonight's game. It's all about the greatest teen movies of all time, coinciding with the 25th anniversary of Clueless, just 5 days from now. Remember when Cher hosted HQ? Hi, Alicia. Whether you mix with the popular chicks or you cruise with John Hughes, tonight's your final exam in high school hijinks. And it's all brought to you by the Tribeca Film Festival, the creation of film legend and friend of HQ, Robert De Niro. All summer long, Tribeca's bringing back going to the movies by reviving drive-ins so we can socially distance while enjoying movies on the big screen. And next month, it's getting a whole lot bigger because Tribeca is partnering with Walmart to turn 160 parking lots nationwide into drive-ins. If you have to rent a car to go to the movies, it's totally worth it. Details and showtimes are still being worked out, but you can go to tribecafilm.com for details on drive-in shows this weekend. Now, it would hardly be HQ if we didn't tell you about a great charity doing their thing. Tonight, we're all about the First Nations Development Initiative's COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund, supporting Indigenous Americans during the pandemic. For 40 years, First Nations has invested in Native communities to promote their economies, nurture their young, strengthen their institutions, and rebuild their food systems. To date, they've distributed over $1.4 million directly to Native populations. When COVID-19 hit, they immediately responded to the needs of Native American communities, including in Alaska and Hawaii, to minimize the risk that these vulnerable communities will become collateral damage. So, HQ is matching tonight's prize money to give $5,000 to the First Nations COVID Fund. And their president, Mike Roberts, has a message for you.
Hello, HQ Trivia players. Gunasheshayak. Thank you for allowing me to speak. My name is Mike Roberts. I'm the president of First Nations Development Institute and a Tlingit tribal member. Here at First Nations, we have been working for the past 40 years to help Native communities throughout the United States rebuild their economies. I invite you to learn more about us, First Nations, at www.firstnations.org/HQ. There you'll find a lot more about our efforts to reclaim, rebuild, and restore Native communities. Again, thank you, HQ Trivia, and good luck to all of you this evening. Gunashesh.
Thank you so much, Mike. And again, that URL is firstnations.org/HQ. Visit and give. So, are we ready to roll film? The audience is seated, the trailers are over, and the theater lights are going down. Looks like it's time for a movie quiz, yeah? So try not to slurp your soda. Crying babies should be taken to the lobby, but do not silence your cell phone as we kick off Teen Movie Night at HQ. It's time to trivia Q1. Which of these film franchises focuses on a human vampire romance? The Godfather, Twilight, or Toy Story? Godfather, Twilight, or Toy Story? Just like on Jeopardy, remembering the category can help you out a lot. And the only teen movie franchise here is also the only human vampire romance among this batch. Twilight. Yes, it's Twilight. 74,759 of you got that. Bellissimo. A vampire named Woody. Now, that would be ironic. Q2. Which teen movie has not been turned into a stage musical? Hairspray, Heathers, Hackers. Has not been turned into a stage musical. I would probably not be the first in line to see a musical about hackers, but maybe I'd rush some tickets. Hackers is the answer here at Q2. 66,706 of you got that. Imagine the actors dressed like modems, tap dancing, mimicking the sound of keyboards, high kicking to electronic music by Prodigy. And a special shout out to the Broadway community. I know you'll be back and better than ever in 2021. Stay strong. Q3. The movie known for the catchphrase, "as if," is a modern take on which Jane Austen novel? Sense and Sensibility, Pride and Prejudice, Emma. Which Jane Austen novel? I'll leave it to literary scholars to sort out how loose or strict this adaptation is, but there's no doubting that Cher has a lot in common with Jane Austen's protagonist, Emma Woodhouse. Emma is your answer. 41,882 of you got that. For you.
Ew, get off of me. Ugh, as if.
Although kids, watching Clueless won't help you with your Emma paper. Use SparkNotes for that. Q4, which Molly Ringwald comedy featured John Cryer as Ducky? The Pickup Artist, Pretty in Pink, or 16 Candles? Pickup Artist, Pretty in Pink, 16 Candles. These are all Brat Pack films, but the one that put her with Ducky was Pretty in Pink. Oh, Ducky. Shout out to Nuvi for that image. Yes, Pretty in Pink is the answer. 41,296 of you got that. It's only right we pay tribute to Molly, who gave us her youth, filling up the teen movie genre while I wasted my days at the mall or pretending I was at the mall and playing Mall Madness. Q5 is yet another of her films. Which band performed the song from the Breakfast Club's credits? Depeche Mode, Simple Minds, or Spandau Ballet? Which band for the Breakfast Club? A lot of people in their 50s are magically back in high school when they hear this 80s classic that underscored the opening and closing credits of Breakfast Club. It's Don't You Forget About Me, which is very hard to not sing, by Simple Minds. Simple Minds is your answer. 38,895 of you got that. Saturday, March 24th, 1984, Shermer High School, detention with Principal Vernon. Yes. Q6. Which of these songs kicked off High School Musical 2? Now or Never, Start of Something New, What Time Is It? Which one kicked off High School Musical 2? Just like your high school years, these films can blur together after a while, but High School Musical 2 was the one about summer vacation and kicked off with the exuberant end of school production number.
What time is it? Summertime. It's our vacation. What time is it? Party time.
You caught me. It's a banger. It's What Time Is It? What Time Is It is the answer. 31,983 of you got that. Honestly, the song hits different in quarantine. What time is it? I'm just struggling to know what day it is. Yeah, Q7. The actress who played Karen in Mean Girls also appeared in which movie? Freaky Friday, Wedding Crashers, Les Miserables. On Wednesdays, we play trivia. That's why my hair is so big. It's full of questions. This hilarious hit gave us Amanda Seyfried, who had her head in the clouds in Mean Girls, but sang about a castle on a cloud in Les Miserables. Yes, Les Mis was the answer. 26,820 of you got that. She played Cosette, also known as the most boring role in musical theater. I should know. I played her too. Q8. Who starred in a teen movie that's now in the Library of Congress's National Film Registry? Ralph Macchio, Sean Penn, Will Wheaton. Breakfast Club, Big Lebowski, Titanic, all there. So is the coming-of-age film Fast Times at Ridgemont High featuring Sean Penn. Sean Penn, yes, 14,134 of you got that. The registry honors culturally, historically, or aesthetically significant films. Honestly, I don't know how I feel about Karate Kid not being on there. Is there a petition we can sign? Q9. Multiple members of what NBA team appeared in National Lampoon's Van Wilder? Clippers, Heat, or Kings? Clippers, Heat, or Kings? Coolidge needed a few players, so they got some realistic people for the roles. Darius Miles performed one of his many acting roles for the fake team while playing for real for the Clippers. Clippers is your answer. 12,880 of you got that. And by many acting roles, I mean 3, 2 of which he played himself. You gotta get that work when you can. I hear it. Q10. Which I Know What You Did Last Summer actor did not go on to lead a Supernatural TV series? Anne Hesh, Johnny Galecki, or Jennifer Love Hewitt? I Know What You Did Last Summer. Well, a ghost whisperer like Jennifer could have revived the franchise, yeah? Anne Hesh talked to God and fought the apocalypse, but Johnny's just been joking about science. So yeah, it's Johnny Galecki. 8,877 of you got that. Sarah Michelle, Freddie Prinze, Ryan Phillippe, where are you guys? It's time for a reunion sequel. Call it I'm Starting to Forget What You Did Last Summer. Q11. Whose performance in Ferris Bueller's Day Off was reportedly improvised? Ben Stein, Charlie Sheen, or Lyman Ward? Anyone? Anyone? Bueller? Sloane's teacher was played by Del Close, an improv genius, but the fact is John Hughes told Ben Stein to just teach what he knew about economics. Ben Stein is your answer. 9,752 of you did not fall asleep in class. You are moving on to the final question. This is it. You have watched all of your teen movies this quarantine, and you made it work because here we are, Q12. Which of these high school films was nominated for an Oscar? Dangerous Minds, Lean on Me, Stand and Deliver. Which was nominated for an Oscar? Teen movies are more than rolling your eyes and saying, ugh. There's also incredible dramas. And what better to earn an Academy nod than a school movie, right? That's what happened to Edward James Olmos as Jaime Escalante in Stand and Deliver. Stand and Deliver. You delivered. 4,040 of you are winners. Over 4,000 winners, 40-40. I'm loving this number. Jam 6150, you won $1.24. Ali B19, $1.24 for you. Civic Rex, $1.24. Caden KU, you've been laying out with your dog. That's what I want to be doing this quarantine. I'm going to take a note out of your book. Just Nep, $1.24. Titu, Andrew CW, Keisha Boo. You weren't scared by this quiz. You took home a win. Congratulations to all of our winners, all 4,040 of you. Who feels like they just graduated movie high school? Now I just need Kiss Me by Sixpence None the Richer to start playing so I can discover I've been beautiful all along if I just take off my glasses. I had so much fun hosting. No wonder HQ does this every night. Wednesday's movie night, but Matt Richards hosts regular HQ games the rest of the week at 9 Eastern and 6 Pacific. Don't forget that charity I told you about, the First Nations Development Initiative's COVID-19 Emergency Response Fund, helping the original Americans during the pandemic. Go to firstnations.org for more information or to donate your winnings. Thanks for showing up to HQ Movie Night. I'm Sarah Pribis. I'm sexy. I'm cute. I'm popular to boot. And we're gonna need another teen movie edition with some of my other faves soon. What, like it's hard? Have a great night. Love you, mean it.